Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about two things in this video. I'm going to talk about this NBA game here between the Houston Rockets and the Denver Nuggets, and I'll do part one of my college football playoff recap. I'm going to cover the Miami-Texas A&M game and Tulane Ole Miss after getting done talking about this basketball game here. This will be part one of my college football playoff recap, and then I'll do part two of James Madison, Oregon, after I recap the Warriors game later tonight. So yeah, let's get into this NBA game though. The Houston Rockets beat the Denver Nuggets 115-101. They get some revenge after the Nuggets beat them, I believe. They played a few games ago. I believe Denver beat them in overtime in a 3-point game. But the Houston defense was really good in this game. Just a really bad game from the Nuggets offense, man. They only shot like 40% in this game. They were just struggling from the 3-point line. Jokic didn't have a great shooting game. Murray had a bad game. Everybody in the starting lineup shot really bad in this game. Only players that really shot good was kind of Jalen Pickett, Bruce Brown, and Jonas Valanciunas off the bench. It did get a bit heated in this game. Adelman got ejected. KD and Bruce Brown getting into a little heated exchange. So it got a little heated in this game as well. But the Houston 3-point shooting was fantastic in this game. They shot like 54%. KD, Jabari Smith, Reed Shepherd, all really shot good in this game from the 3-point line. And you can live with giving up 31 to KD because he's still a great scorer even at age, 37? But when you give up 22 to Jabari Smith, 28 from Reed Shepherd off the bench, it's going to be hard to win, especially when your offense is having a bad game and Houston's defense is locked in. So, yeah, 31 points in this one. Reed Shepherd was phenomenal. I think the Rockets are I don't know, I want to say they're the second best team in the West. I know Denver has the better record, but I feel like the Rockets are really damn good, man. The Denver just needs to get healthy. They need to get Aaron Gordon back, especially because you don't want Spencer Jones in your starting lineup. Just respectfully, the Rockets just have so much talent, man. Even Shingo didn't have that great of a game. He only took 9 shots, but you had KD, Jabari, and Reed Shepherd step up. Even Josh Okogie hit 3 threes in this ball game. So let's go over the stat sheet. Kevin Durant, 31 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, 8 of 14 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3, 10 of 11 from the line. What a game from Kevin Durant. Still one of the greatest scorers in the NBA, man. 31 points. What a game. These are games you got Kevin Durant for. And he delivered. Jabari Smith, 22 points, 10 rebounds, 8 of 14 from the field, 5 of 11 from 3. Great game from Jabari Smith. Alperen Sengun, 8 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 4 of 9 from the field. He only took 9 shots a game to forget, but he was still plus 24. He had 1 steal, 1 block. Josh Okogie had 9 points. He hit 3 threes. Did Josh Okogie hit about 40% of those threes this year. Amen Thompson, 16 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 7 of 14 from the field. He was a plus 19. So, great game from this starting lineup. Off the bench, Reed Shepherd, 9 of 15 from the field, 6 of 9 from 3, 28 points, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, a plus 10 off the bench. What a game from Reed Shepherd. He was phenomenal from that 3-point line. I know he can shoot because he shot 50% at Kentucky from that 3-point line. So their 3-point shooting was phenomenal. It was really their defense, 2, their 3-point shooting, and then the combination of Durant, Jabari, and Shepherd. They shot 51% from the field, 54 from 3, 19 of 35, 78 from the line, 18 of 23. They improved to 17-8 record, 26 in the first quarter, 27 in the second quarter, 29 in the third quarter, and 33 in the fourth quarter. Denver, Murray, 16 points, 7 assists, only 4 of 13, 3 of 7 from 3. Just a really, really poor game from Jamal Murray in this one. Just didn't have it tonight. Jokic, 25 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 9 of 20. Not the Jokic and Murray games you're used to seeing. You're used to them playing well, and they just didn't tonight. Tim Hardaway, 8 points. Didn't shoot well, 3 of 9. Spencer Jones, 4 of 8, 9 points. Cameron Johnson, 6 points, 2 for 10. He's got a terrible man on this Nuggets team. Like, he's been awful. Hunter Tyson, 2 points. Zeke Naji, 1 point. Valanciunas, 10 points. Bruce Brown, 12 points. Pickett, 10 points. And Strother, 2 points. They shot 40 from the field, 28 from 3, 8 of 29. When you shoot 40% from the field, 28 from 3, and you give up 50 from the field, and 3's going to be hard to win. 83 from the line, 19 of 23. 39 rebounds, 21 assists, 11 turnovers, 9 steals, 2 blocks, 10 O-boards, 29 D-boards, 20 fouls. The Rockets had 47 boards, 24 assists, 19 turnovers, 6 steals, 9 blocks, 9 O-boards, 38 D-boards, and 20 fouls. Nuggets dropped to 27. They had 29 in the first quarter, 16 in the second quarter, 21 in the third quarter, and 35 in the fourth quarter. So, yeah, in the first quarter, Denver had a 29-26 lead, but then Houston just took over in the second and third quarters. So, yeah, great win for Houston, 115-101 over Denver to get some revenge. But that's really all I say for this game, so let's move on to the college football playoffs. Playoffs! So let's talk about this first game here, because the second game I don't really have much to say about Ole Miss and Tulane. Miami, Texas A&M. How about Miami beating Texas A&M 10-3? Yeah, pretty boring game. It was 3-3 until the last 2 minutes there in the fourth quarter. Miami running for a touchdown, Malachi Tony. It's kind of questioning, why'd you go in there? But come down to the wire there, and it got picked off to end the game. Marcel Reed. A&M re-signed this dude last week. That kicker tried to give him the game for Miami kicker. He missed 3 field goals. Tried to give Texas A&M that game. This is the conference the ESPN's been glazing as God's greatest gift all season long. How the hell are you going to hate on the group of 5 when this is the product the big boys are putting out? Texas A&M put 3 points on the board today. And Marcellus Reed, you suck. What a fraud. Finally played good teams and he looks like complete shit. They should have tried to run it on 3rd and goal. You didn't have to force a pass. He did. It got picked off. It's almost like Texas showed it made Texas A&M look good enough. The standard is different. Home field advantage. Marcel Reed Heisman. Wasn't this dude in the Heisman odds? Nobody is stunned except the analyst who glazed the SEC. Nobody's stunned. They should have ran the ball maybe, but nobody's stunned. I picked Miami. I didn't think it would be the slow scoring of a game, but I picked Miami because of their defense. Both teams were pretty equal. Marcel Reed just asked. My A&M hadn't been a good team all year, so this makes sense. But 2 freshmen won this game for Miami. Marcel, just complete trash in this game, man. Just bad. Malachi Tony ran in for that touchdown, which gave him the win. I thought he should just slid down and run the clock off and kick the field goal, but maybe they didn't trust the kicker, even though it would have been a close-ass field goal. But yeah, impressive. Miami going on the road and taking down A&M. They earned their first college football playoff victory. They ran the ball super well there in the fourth quarter. The SEC, it just means more. ESPN's definitely mad right now. But Miami's D-line was completely different in this game. Mark Fletcher Jr. also, he was fantastic. 15 carries, 167 yards we'll get into, but their D-line was fantastic. Reuben Bain, I think he had 3 sacks in this game. Their defense was fantastic. Their defensive line was really damn good, especially Reuben Bain. And I think Scott had 2 sacks as well. They were fantastic. But Mark Fletcher Jr., give him credit as well. 15 carries, 167 yards, 11.1 yards per carry. Mark Fletcher Jr. was fantastic in this game. I get it hasn't been a consistent 11 yards, but 3 points with that production is kind of malpractice. You ought to give him more carries. They didn't want to run the ball in the first half. They finally started to in the second half, and it worked. But Texas A&M averaged 32 points per game in SEC play, and they only scored 3. Well, because they actually played a good defense, not those garbage SEC teams. Miami actually has NFL talent on the field. The SEC play that didn't include Georgia, Bama, Ole Miss, or OU. They played the bottom half of the SEC except for like one game and they lost. Shocking. Yeah, let's go over the stat sheet. I'm not going to go over total yards. That would just feel like it would take too long. Marcellus Reed, 25 of 39, 237, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He had 15 runs, 27 yards. Ruben Owens, 7 runs, 21 yards. Le'Veon Moss, 7 runs, 15 yards. Smith, 4 runs, 14 yards, only 89 yards on 2 a carry. Receiving, 7 for 92 for Craver. Bethel Roman, 4 for 44. Bo Kircher, 2 for 33. Concepcion, 4 for 33. Terry Bussey, 3 for 33. A&M falls to 11-2 to end their season. 0-0-0 through 3 quarters. They put up 3 in the 4th quarter. They had 2 fumbles, lost 1 of them. Defensively, they had 2 sacks, 6 TFLs, and 1 of 1 on field goals by Bolland, 0 of 1 from Zirkle. Miami, Carson Beck, 14 of 20, 103, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Fletcher, 17 runs, 172, 10.1 a carry. Carson Beck didn't have to do much, really. Just a mid-off at quarterback. Receiving, Kalen Marion, 3 for 33. C.J. Daniels, 2 for 29. Malachi Toney, 5 for 22 and a touchdown. Defensively, they had 2 fumbles and lost 1 as well. Each team with a turnover. But defensively, man, they had 7 sacks, 9 TFLs, 2 from Keon Scott, 1.5 from Reuben Bain, 3 from Reuben Bain. Messidor, they were excellent. Carter Davis, 1 of 4 on field goals. Could have cost them this game. They had 0 in the first quarter, 0 in the second quarter, 3 in the third quarter, and 7 in the fourth quarter. 11-2, and they'll move on to play Ohio State. So 10-3, Miami gets the win, takes them. Your season's over. Let's move on here. Not really much to say about this one. Ole Miss beats Tulane 41-10. It was 17-3 at halftime. Tulane got off to a really bad start defensively. Offensively, they actually were able to. Their first few possessions were good, but then they threw interception, failed 4th down a drop, and then the field goal. It was 17-3. I thought their defense played well in the first half, but they kind of just gave up, I thought. But 41-10 is your final score. So, yeah, Chambliss, 23 of 29, 282, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, had 2 rushing touchdowns. Austin Simmons, 4 of 5 for 64 yards. K'Wan Lacey, 15 runs, 87 yards, 5.8 a carry and a touchdown. Logan Diggs, 4 catches, 11 yards, 2.8 a carry and a touchdown. So they had 137 total yards rushing. 4 yards of carry, 4 touchdowns rushing. Deuce Alexander, 7 catches, 87 yards. Dezon Stribling, 5 catches, 79 yards and a touchdown. Daquan Wright, 4 catches, 65 yards. Devin Price, 1 catch, 35 yards. Diggs, 2 catches, 25 yards. Harrison Wallace, 2 catches, 19 yards. Caleb Odom, 2 catches, 14 yards. And Caden Lee, 2 catches, 12 yards. They had 1 fumble they lost. Defensively, they had 2 sacks, 8 TFLs. Their defense was fantastic. 1 interception by Jalen Braxton. Carnero, 2 for 2 on field goals. They had 14 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter, 10 in the third quarter, 14 in the fourth quarter, Tulane. And they improved 12-1 Tulane, 0 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter, 0 in the third quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter. Retzloff, 20 of 35, 306, 1 tutty, 1 pick, 15 for 85 for McClure running. Preston had 125 yards. Reed had a touchdown. They lost 2 fumbles. Defensively, 2 sacks, 5 TFLs. Durkin, 1 of 1 on field goals, and 41-10 your final score. But that's really all I got to say here, man, for these games here. So leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and check them out. Peace, and I'll cover Warriors Suns, and then I'll cover the other college football playoff game in that same video later tonight. Peace.